Hello everybody, my name is Unit 13 Specialist, Small Cry, and today this is a commentary and what I would like to talk about is obliteration and misuse of vehicles. Now what I'll be going into is the MMA, the LAV, LAD, RCB, MartijndeBont, the ATV, Helos. This is all about how to really use them to the advantage of obliteration, the game mode, because it's one of my favorite game modes, and I played this significantly enough to basically where I actually see how the devs made this game mode tactical, but yet nobody knows to think tactical. So here we go. First up, the MAA, the mobile anti-air. Now we're going to talk a lot about this because basically you don't take this vehicle all over the map. Not on Zavad. It doesn't move that fast, especially because of the terrain. So it can't even really go certain places. You can see in this video here where I actually tried to go stop the guy and I ran into a hiccup. And I'm in third person because the vehicle isn't not really made for that type of use. Now this is what it's for. Boom, see? Guarding the objective, at least trying to stop him. Now, there, he was stopped. I don't move that vehicle from Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. If anything, I keep eyes on those three. This is what you are supposed to do. Even as a sniper, you can do the same thing. You don't even need a vehicle for this. But this is what I'm talking about, tactics. Now, you see there's about 5 guys there, plus the bomb carrier and the guy driving. That's about 7, 8 of us. If you count the vehicles, about 9. This is the purpose. And even still, you see the terrain is so hectic, it's hard to even make my way there to the freaking objective, but I made it there. Able to make it there, protected. Stop the Marpep, stop the guy. One guy got there, but I already seen him, but had to destroy the other guy in the vehicle. Now, back on to the other objective, Alpha, protect that, boom, got it, we win. That's how you use the MMA. Now, here we go on Heat Resort, LAV or LAD. I'm not even gonna really say anything bad about this. Like, it's the ultimate vehicle. It's mobile, it's agile as far as going over harsh terrain. It's really nothing bad about it. Now, on the American side, as far as Zavad, the mobile anti-air, that moves like the LAV, well, it's the LAD, but it's, you know, it's the American version. So that one you can move all over the map with that bad boy there. It goes over hard terrain, which I was so surprised. I'm like, why is the Russian so ugh? But anyway, yeah, you see what I'm using with this. Like, guys, he's basically got the bomb, but he's trapped. So what do? Well, what do? I break down his cover. And in one of my other series, I said breaking down, poking holes through someone's cover. This case in point, I broke his cover down, killed him and his buddy. That's how you do that. And even still, another thing I want to talk about with these vehicles too, when you get hit by a rocket, don't sit in the vehicle. You know it's immobile. You don't have a fire extinguisher to put that fire out, get out of there and keep it moving. He doesn't get a kill, all he gets is a destroyed vehicle, and you still get to keep your life. Now, what I want to talk about also is the Helos. I'm not going to talk too much about jets because you don't see jets in, not except for maybe Gullum and Rabbits, you don't see jets in too much in obliteration. Alright. Helos are one of the best vehicles in this game for transporting the bomb carrier, for transporting other people, and basically just being a problem. Now, what I don't like is pilots who use it as transport. It's not transport to get to the damn rooftop. That helo is specifically for eyes in the air, taking out ground targets, also other air targets in infantry. It's an all-around versatile vehicle. That's why helos are helos and jets are jets. Jets. All right, I'm not gonna get into jets because I'm not a pilot. I'm not a flyer. But for helos, from what I see and from when I was in them, healing, of course, because I don't fly. Well, now I kind of do with the new flight mechanics, and that's another thing I'm gonna get into. I can actually fly now because it's from when back in the days when I had a Nintendo with a joystick. You know, you use that joystick, you can fly, do barrel rolls and all that. Yeah, case in point, barrel rolls. Now we've got the patch where they basically gave us the flight mechanics of Battlefield 2, where you can do barrel rolls, you can maneuver and all that. Now, when concerning, again, we're going back to the mobile AA, but a specific weapon that's on that is the ARMs. Mind you, jets have those too, but we're going to talk about that mobile anti-air, the ARMs, and helos and pilots. They hate this thing because they have no maneuvering whatsoever. They don't know how to use their ECMs properly with it, because it does work with ECMs. But that works in conjunction with the new flight mechanics, which is do barrel rolls. Dip up and down out of cover behind mountains. This has been done to me before. And I can tell you right now, this guy adjusted so freaking well that I was so impressed I had to message him. Because he was the only one I ever seen do anything like that. I mean, he used barrel rolls, he used his ECMs, he used his spheres, he used everything possible, and he even killed me once. But I killed him more than enough times to the point where we had a conversation. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have things that are to your advantage. Use them. Stop being a crybaby. Stop complaining. Adapt and overcome. That is the whole purpose of this game. It's a military first-person shooter with objectives. And it's play to win. Mind you, okay, you can bullshit around, but you do that shit on your own time. Like, you do that when you have your own server with your buddies and all that. Like I do, and my clan do sometimes when we're in an app, when we're in a op or a scenario. Sometimes we'll bullshit around, but that's because we're with each other, so we're allowed to do that. We're not in a public match. We're not with other people who are trying to play to win, and that's the thing. And I just don't understand, like, how people can not learn how to use the vehicles properly. You don't take certain vehicles all over the place. You just don't. It's impossible because they're not mobile for that. MMA, the MBT, like on Zavad, you take those and you park those in front of a plant site. You don't take it all over the map. You don't take it into the enemy spawn or whatever. You don't do that. You plant that bad boy in front of the objective, or keep it at least in front of the threshold to where the objectives are located. You know, like Zavad, you have that big gate. You have that gate where it comes to the Russian side. Yeah. You keep a mobile AA in front of that gate. You keep a tank either at Alpha, Bravo, or Charlie. Preferably Alpha or Bravo, because Charlie is just so enclosed, it would take nothing but infantry to get in there, except for maybe a MartijndeBont, and I don't even think that fits in there. But anyway, and then another thing I want to talk about is the RCB on here resort. You do not take that boat all over the place. It is not Parcel Storm. It has tight waterways, meaning you can get beached at any given moment if you don't maneuver the correct way. So what does that say? That says you take that vehicle on that particular map and you park it closest to the objective that's closest to the water. Well, not closest to the objective, but within the vicinity of the objective that's closest to the water. Because guess what? That's the juggernaut to stop them. And I'm going to keep it real, it is. That's the thing that'll stop them. As well as the mobile anti-air MAA with helos and ARMs. That's the thing to stop them. Use what you have to your advantage. Stop going for the bomb. And if you're going to go for the bomb, at least think the thing out. Have a thought process. Analyze the battlefield. Use your tac map. Find the avenues that can get you to the objective. Look for the enemy's avenues to our objectives, to your team objectives. Plan it out. Think about it. Now, I know people want to say, it's a video game. Why do I need to think? It's a military first-person shooter. What do you think the military does? Yes, it's a video game, but guess what? It's tactical. Think tact. Do tact. Don't just do. Because just doing gets you and your team lost and it gets people pissed off. I'm telling you. Some of the things I've heard after the game matches, yeah. So I know I'm not the only one who likes to use tactics, who likes teamwork, who likes to win. But also, use the vehicles correctly. Stop taking them all over the map. Only engage the targets that you need to. Now you see here in this one, I kind of used the tank in the wrong way. And I did that specifically for this video. I recorded a lot of stuff because I planned this video out. I needed to talk about this because it's ridiculous. And then when I go on the forums and I post videos of actual tactics, I get so what is the word? Trolled. I get so trolled because these guys have no idea of what tactic is. They have no idea of how to think. And I'm not going to say, oh, they got ADD or ADHD like most people would say. Like, get the hell out of here. No, they just don't want to freaking think. Because probably more than likely, they think throughout their daily lives. So when they get on a video game, they just want to just not think about anything. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't do that. In order for me to keep on my toes and to be more thought-provoking, I think 24/7. I think in my sleep. I'm sorry, but it has to. Like, thinking is an essential part of your everyday task. You cannot not think. You cannot not try to analyze something. I mean, you can, but eventually at some point, you're going to end up analyzing or thinking about something. So, in all actuality, why don't you just take that everyday life, that everyday thing that you do, which is thinking, that you do in your everyday life, and you apply that to the video game. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I'm not telling people how to play the game, but if you want to play a game where it's a tactical military first-person shooter and you want to win, I suggest you think. I suggest you use tactics and not just do. Like, for instance, you see what I did here? I did not move that mobile AA anywhere until, and you see it in the other video, until there was more than one of us that was helping that bomb carrier. That's when you push up to the spawn. I've been told, oh, you don't push up to the bomb. No, you don't. You guard the plant site. Everybody knows this. Well, not everybody. Only the smart ones. Only the thinking ones. I'm not saying people aren't smart, but I mean, the smart thing to do would be to protect your plant sites, because a moving objective is exactly that. Is moving. It can go anywhere, any place within the map, within the map or on the map. The plant sites don't. It's not like the plant sites randomly spawn. Although that would have been a great thing for this game mode, for, you know, a bomb to randomly spawn and the plant site to randomly spawn. That would be awesome. Now that would give some validity to why people play it the way they do, but no. The plant sites are already stationary and they're predetermined. So you don't go for a bomb that's not predetermined. Its location is never predetermined. But the plant sites are. So you use the vehicles that aren't that mobile on certain maps. You use those to protect the plant sites. And if, again, and I say it again, if you're going to go for the bomb, at least do the right thing and set the plant sites up with your Claymore and your C4. Or your slams. Or your anti-mines, your anti-tank mines. Like, to stop those vehicles if vehicles do come that way. You know, or if the enemy gets to the plant site and you use that to stop them from planting the bomb on the plant site. Like, that's how you do it. You protect the objective. That's the objective, not the bomb. Because if nobody plants the bomb, guess what? Nobody wins the game. It's a draw. And that's what I wanted to talk about. You know, and also the ATV, that's fast moving. You use that for fast moving transport. The Marpep, you use that for fast moving transport and engaging infantry. Like, that's what that's for. And you could also see in this video, that's why I say use ARMs if you want to. Don't pay no mind to anybody in this game or on the forums. They're there for a reason. Those are smart rockets. Use them. You can see in the game, man, helos run away from me because I have those things. Because I fire them in conjunction with the 30mm or the 20mm cannons. Because guess what? With that mobility hit plus the cannon is firing at him, there's no way, there's nothing he could do. All he's going to do is just run away because that's all he can do is run away. Case in point right here, look. Deploying his flares. Not doing a damn thing for him. You can see one. Yeah, you'll see in a minute. It's not this one. Right now, like when I get a chance to fire these ARMs, you'll see one out of the two hit him. Because the other one went sort of ballistic in a way. And that goes to show you too, they don't lock on. So that shows you some of these pilots don't know what the hell they're talking about when they say, oh, it locks on. They don't lock on. It's just self-guiding after it's fired. Meaning it has no player support after firing. It all acts on its own. As if it was an individual player, so to speak. But that's all I wanted to talk about is the misuses of vehicles on Obliteration. Because, I mean, there's really no point in taking a tank or mobile AA all over the place when it's not even mobile on certain maps, when you have to go through hard terrain. And that was just about it. I just wanted to go a little detailed and comment on how this game mode is played, because people really don't know how to play it. I mean, it's evident that this is why the devs put certain vehicles and made them the way they are in the game on certain maps with certain terrain. They're not mobile. You know what I'm saying? They're not that mobile. Like, you're going to get stuck on something. You know, I can't name countless times how many times I got in this mobile anti-air stuck on a rock and couldn't get it to go nowhere. Same thing goes for the LAV, LAD, but that's different. You have to, that one there, you can actually get it off a rock. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Keep it real. Keep it one shot, one kill. Smart Cry out.